Keynote Speaker Jessica Bowden, M.S.M. Jessica is a true change maker and founder and CEO of Teens Now Talk magazine, a 5-time award-winning publication written by teens for teens and dedicated to giving youth a voice. Jessica is also a fashion designer and CEO of UBU for You that offers fashion with a purpose. Jessica is living proof that if you dream it, you can be it. As a true change maker and lifelong teen role model, Jessica has received numerous honors and awards. Jessica is the recipient of the Meritorious Service Medal presented by the former Governor General of Canada, David Johnston, for empowering the youth not only here in Nova Scotia, but youth across Canada. Jessica is also the first African Nova Scotian to receive the Hope, Success and Empowerment Award presented by the former Governor General of Canada, Michel Jean. And also, she's the recipient of the prestigious Queen's Platinum Jubilee Medal. So without further ado, I would like to introduce Jessica, and please come to the podium. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. It's so great to see a nice packed room, and it's even greater to see people who look like me in this room taking up this space as well. First, I will start off by saying we're ready to raise the flag. But by raising that flag, I want you all to understand something. We can be in this room taking up space, but if the space doesn't move outside these doors, this space is null and void. Do you understand that? There you go. And I want to start this whole session with the same thing our future just said, which is a yeah. I want to do it with a mm-hmm. In our host, we do mm-hms. So when you hear me say something that resonates with you, you say mm-hmm. Oh, you're doing good. If you really like what you're hearing, you can give me a hidden word, mm-hmm. Right? So this way here, we're all going to be engaged in this conversation we're going to have right now in this space. Do we all agree? Oh yes, we're going to happen. We're ready to rock this bad boy. So as we move forward today and get ready to raise that flag, we have to understand a few things. Who we are as individuals. We are the ones that are going to make that change and move things forward. In this room, we do have with us some powerful people that stand about that high. And these people are going to eventually grow taller than me one of these days. Oh, I hear you. I hear you. I'll give it to you this time. And as you grow taller than me, you're going to be able to carry the voice forward. And with that voice in this room, you're going to understand a few things. There's people sitting in this room today that it's the first time ever being able to be proud outside of their room. People, oh yes, I can get it, mm-hmm. We have parents here who are now struggling to figure out how do we make this shift? How do we move into these pronouns? How do I accept my child? How do I make things move forward? In the years of me working with youth, my biggest thing was allowing the youth to have that voice. When they work in my shop, they're the ones who create the movement. So we had youth create our store as a safe space. Without me even knowing, they deemed it as a safe space. They educated me when they wear their pins. And I tell all my youth, and I tell all my adults that I run into, I don't know all the pronouns. That's called education. And once I start giving education, education is power. And today we have this gorgeous form that's now been created that we can now have power. Do I get it? Mm-hmm. Oh, you're getting kind of slacked on that mm-hmm over there. There you go. I'm hearing you. So as we move forward today, we have to understand another thing, our worth and our value, who we are as individuals, from this high to way up here. We are the ones that have the right to make the movement forward. We're the ones that are going to make the change, and without us making the change, carving that space, our youth will not have that future. So we can always say our youth are the future, but I say to you today, the youth are today. Oh, girl, you go here, man. I hear you. That one over there is really good. I got you. So when we go through those whole processes again, we want to make sure when we put our youth in a position to grow. We allow opportunities for all to have these movements and moments to make the better changes. How are you going to be a change is the question you ask yourself today. I walk into a room, I'm always the oddball out, which is why I acknowledge the fact that seeing myself in a space like this today that looked like me gives me that great. And the man above is the woman above, or whoever above is able to make it happen. But don't worry. Don't worry. I have the direct line with whoever's controlling that weather up there today. And they told me it's not going to happen until after that flag is raised. Do I have it? Mm-hmm. You see how that's done? Do you see what's happening here? You're actually using your voice without knowing you're using your voice. You're making your change without knowing you're making your change. You are the ones that when you leave out of here, you're going to actually create a powerful movement. Now, I'm not going to tell you how you make the movement because only you know how to do that. I'm not going to show you how to do it because, again, you're going to make that change. But one thing you will understand is you are the power. So as I walk into a room, I step on a stage, I receive my accolades, I come back, and they're going, how do you do these things? I broke barriers, and I continue to break barriers. As a female, as a short model, broke the barrier, top 10. They told me I couldn't do it, guess what? Still doing it, right? So there's those things. I was told, don't do hair. You know, black people don't do hair in the salon. They do hair in their kitchen. But I'm saying, but I want to be a hairdresser. They're saying no. But guess what? You're right, girl. I did it, because I opened my own salons. I'm still a master hairdresser today. Because also, in the modeling world, they couldn't do my hair. So I ended up doing my own hair while being the model. I hear you. I hear them too. And then the third step was speaking. They're going, don't bother speaking to kids in your community. They're not going to amount to anything. Because I was raised in Mulgrave Park. I was raised in low income. I was raised in a place where I still call home. And I always go back every chance I had to empower our youth. Lord, you're good, you're good. I love you, you're good. So when I go back to empower my youth, I go back with the one message that we always give to everybody. Be the change. The smallest change makes the biggest impact. You don't have to climb a mountain and say you did it. You take people with you, and if you fall, they'll help you up. And in this room, you have people who are about to help you up, people who are about to take you to that journey with them, people who are about to be there when you do fall down. But at the same time, you have to be vocal enough to realize you can't do that. You can't say that. Because those things are not happening. And it's those boundaries you want to make sure happens today. So when we see people who are doing these great things and making great movements and figuring out how we do that, as a youth, I ask them, what is your choice? You always have two choices in the world. You always have two choices. You can go cry if you want to, but guess what? I'm coming. I'm wrapping it up. You always have two choices. I have 3 minutes before the rain comes. That's what I've told. Are we leaving right from here outside? So, you know what? I know y'all want to do it get wet. So as this goes over your choices, you make the choice. When someone says something you don't think is right, you can choose to stand there. When somebody's bullying somebody else, you can choose to stand beside, because there's power in numbers. Power in numbers. Those individuals who will burn the flag, they won't do it in front of a crowd. They have to be able to do it in a way where they're not caught. They're going to hide. They're going to run. Same as a bully. A bully will pick on you when you're by yourself. If you stand together with 3 or 4, that bully has no power. That person has no power. So when you stand here as a group and make that move going forward, anything that is said, first of all, it's a word. It's a word. And it can hurt you as one. But as a group, that word becomes power. Because you then make a change on how to change that word. You make a change on how to change that color. You make a change on how to make those people think differently. I went to look for a whole thing for my speech, and I said, you know what? I don't really go through all this. I go through some preliminary stages, planning what I'm going to say, how I'm going to do it, but I always want to impact people. I then go yesterday to go get ready to do my planning for, we're doing a huge youth group seminar or session coming up, and I'm like, I need a new book. Whenever I plan something, I get a new book. I used to call it my brain dump. So I ran to the dollar store. It's no longer a dollar. But I ran to a dollar store. And as I'm in there, I grab this book. And I get it. I like the color. Put it in my bag. This morning when I got up, I reached for the book. And I'm like, the book says, don't talk, act. Don't say, show. Don't promise, prove. I could not have picked a better book. I could not have picked a better book to start this day off with. I could not have picked a better book to write into. And all the words I wrote in here were all said today by other individuals as well. And we have youth in here that are going to do the same thing. So without further ado, I am not going to have you all get wet because I control the rain right now, whether you believe it or not. And I'm going to end this shorter than planned, get people outside before the rain does come, because the next 2 claps are going to be thunder and rain. So without further ado, I thank you all for your time. I hope you learn, hear, act, and remember these things. Don't talk, act. Don't say, show. Don't promise, prove. One more time. Don't talk, don't say, don't promise. I thank you all for your time. Thank you.
And I have to speak after that. Oh my God.